I recently started playing a lot of Roblox because of the Beck Roblox channel. And I've heard of some allegations with Roblox here and there and a couple of lawsuits that they've been in. But to be honest, I'm still kind of new to the whole Roblox realm. But it turns out that throughout Roblox's history, there's actually a lot of lore. Scary lore, dark lore, and lore that you probably have never heard of because it's been covered up for years and years. But today is the day that we finally uncover all of that lore because we're checking out a video called The Darkest and Most Disturbing Roblox Media. The following video contains Roblox topics that may be upsetting.
Do you recognize this game? If you were in the 2014 era of Roblox, you would know. This era of Roblox was dominated by all of Roblox's now classic games, but we're only gonna focus on one particular game.
I can't lie, all of these games were before me, and I'm assuming a lot of you guys probably know these games. I apologize. Pretty much the only Roblox games that I know at this point are all of the brain rot ones, which I think Roblox has probably seen better days. But even the website back then looked very, unprofessional. It kind of looked like Craigslist of video games. It's definitely a lot more polished now.
Simulator, a game that was crazy popular at its time, with it having 665 million visits, and even participating in official Roblox events. And the mastermind behind this game is a man named Sim Builder. He was a very respected developer in the Roblox community for basically popularizing car games. He even had his own toy. Everything was going perfectly his way, with his game bringing a lot of money to him since it was very popular. That is, until the year 2023.
Wait, that's pretty recent. That's only a couple years ago. I feel like I should have heard about this. What is about to happen here?
Roblox hosts these yearly events called RDC, which is just a showcase of everything coming to the platform, and these are usually invitation only. That saying, Sim Builder did not get an invitation even though he's one of the biggest developers. Unfortunately, he wouldn't take this very good and would do something that is still very questionable to this day.
What? Wait, so he's a Roblox dev, has a relatively popular game. I don't think it was the most popular. He doesn't get invited to the Roblox developer meeting, and he gets that salty about it? Look, I feel like I would be happy to not go to that. Like, it kind of feels like, you know, one of those yearly events that you're not really looking forward to, but you go anyway because it's good for your reputation. There has to be a reason that he wasn't invited, though. There's probably some backstory that we're missing here that this guy either did or said or whatever, as far as like why he wouldn't have gotten invited back. And the reason I'm double suspecting that is because it seems like he's about to do something really bad, so he probably wasn't liked in the community already. Oh god. Oh god.
September 9, 2023. Allegedly, Sim Builder would drive all the way from Arizona to California's San Francisco, where RDC 2023 was taking place. With him, he brought a handgun, high-capacity ammo magazine, and armor-piercing bullets. Sim Builder would make his way to Fort Manson, where RDC 2023 was taking place. Once in the entrance of RDC, he was denied entry because he was uninvited, and this led to a whole dispute with him and—
Real picture of the event. Is that actually him right here? Low key, I mean, he seems obviously like a psycho, but he's kind of handsome. I was not expecting that. Now, I'm not throwing shade nowhere, no shade, but if I had a picture like a Roblox developer in my head, it wouldn't be a Chad like this.
And the security, leading to police being involved. What I'm about to show you is footage of what conspired that day.
Oh my god, wait. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, like they're actually scrapping. Oh, they're actually scrapping.
Tackled by the police.
Who's getting arrested? He is face down, butt up, getting arrested.
Shortly after this,
oh my god,
vehicle was searched, and to everyone's surprise, he had the gun and other illegal equipment I described before.
I mean, how absurd is that? I can't even imagine being that butthurt. Like in anything in my entire life, I can't imagine being so butthurt that I would go and just cause a ruckus, cause a scene. Well, I mean, to be fair though, I'm not really to be fair, but at least I'm just glad no one seems to have been hurt. It seems like that could have gone a much worse way. But I am wondering, I mean, he was dressed up as a cowboy, and a lot of cowboys carry firearms on them regularly. So I kind of want to hear from his perspective, like maybe he just normally carries a gun and it was in his car. It wasn't like it was on his person. So I'm wondering, like, maybe he just has a gun that he carries around and he was never even intending on using it, but he just went there to see if he could get in. They denied him. He calls the scene. Either way, the guy's in the wrong. But this story was kind of built up in a way to where it seemed as though he was planning on shooting people, but I don't know if that was actually his intentions. Either way, what an absurd thing to do.
Led Roblox to cancel the event on the spot.
They canceled it.
Sim Builder, he was charged for possession of a concealed firearm and other things, as well as banned off Roblox. Who knows what his intentions were with the gun in the event. This could have led to one of Roblox's most disastrous and deadliest incidents ever.
Yo, that is insane. And that's only the first story of a couple that we're going to check out today. And I only imagine they're going to get worse, especially because Roblox has gone through and seen some stuff. So I can only imagine it's going to get like 10 times worse than that. I wonder if his game is still up though, because they said that he got banned, but did his game get taken down? Like, is he still making money from that game? I don't know. Here we go. Story number 2. From Oddities with Love. Is that like the title of the next one?
Roblox has millions of players, and with millions, there's bound to be a couple disturbing incidents and media on Roblox. And that's exactly what we're gonna cover in this video. Anyways, let's just get straight into the topics.
Topic 2, bypass
There's a lot
content.
of content out there that breaks Roblox terms of service. From clothing, private games, links that shouldn't be on Roblox but still is. This is called bypass content. All it takes is joining one Discord server, as usually Discord is the main platform where bypass content is shared. Starting off with something everyone knows, condo games. It's just basically private games where adults and nudity acts happen. So yeah,
What?
18 plus activity.
Oh my, I didn't even know that was a thing. That's insane. What? All right, I gotta look into this. What is a condo game? No, I'm just kidding. Yo, that's actually absurd. Here's the thing with Roblox. It's like, I, on one hand, think that their like business strategy is very smart, where it's very open to the public to kind of create whatever games that they want. And that allows for so much ingenuity. It allows for so much innovation, so much, you know, like cool games to be created when you're kind of hands off and you let the people make whatever they want to make. So on one hand, it's great, but on the other hand, when you give too much power to just random people to essentially create your game, you're gonna run into really terrible games. Not only terrible games, but explicit games that otherwise you like may not want to be a part of. For example, take social media, right? Where you have people who post on a social media platform. Let's just take Twitter, for example, because that's a pretty extreme way to look at it. A lot of things are allowed on Twitter, but Twitter can't really be held as responsible for anything that's posted on Twitter because it's not their account. So if somebody posts something awful on Twitter, well, why should Twitter be held liable when it's not them posting it? Because it's a public and free platform. And so I think you can kind of make the same argument with Roblox, where it's not them making the game. It's not them promoting the game. It's a public space to like push out your own game. You know what I'm saying? So like on one hand, should they be held responsible for those games even though they didn't make them? Or should they not? And the thing is, like, if Roblox does get involved, for example, and they do start to take down some games because of what the game actually is, then Roblox could be held liable for any game that is posted because they are taking an initiative in taking down certain games or disallowing certain speech, for example. And so if they are willing to step in and take down certain games, that would then hold them liable to any other game that is posted. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a weird situation that Roblox is in. It should either be like very open market, which is good for innovation and new game creation, or it should be very difficult and like closed off to create new games, where Roblox has to privately affirm every single game that gets uploaded to their website.
The lesser known one is gore t-shirts. If you dig deep enough in these Discord servers, you can find people posting t-shirts when combined with a shirt make full on uncensored gore. Now I can't show you any of the ones I did find but gore t-shirts, as rare as it is a actual thing. Now a non-known one is bypass links. It's just basically links that are posted on Roblox that lead to not safe for work content, like the Camo Slaughter.mp4 forum incident back in 2012. Back when the forums were still a thing, somebody posted a link. Clicking on this link, it would show you a uncensored video of a camel being slaughtered. This link would stay up for a whole day before being removed, and many Roblox players were exposed to this. Keep in mind, most Roblox players are children. Lastly, the worst one, fetish groups. These are Roblox communities that disguise themselves as
Wait, let me read some of these. Young go-getters? Sizzle burger? Cream,
Roblox clothing group to lure kids to joining their Discord servers, where all the disgusting and happens. They bypass Roblox's moderation by keeping all their degenerate stuff in their Discord server, which is always linked in with their Roblox group.
Okay, so I see. So this is like not even within the Roblox game, but instead they take the community away from the Roblox game and put it on their Discord server, thus circumnavigating the rules of Roblox to where they can't even, like Roblox can't even do anything about it because it's not even on their game, it's elsewhere. That's actually something that I have to deal with sometimes. And I let it slide because, well, I'll tell you why exactly. But I have a Minecraft server where I have a lot of players who play on it. And sometimes players will get banned for things that they say or do in a different Discord server. And I'll unban them because so long as they're not doing anything on my server or in my Discord, why should I have the right to ban them? You know what I'm saying? So long as they're not in my community doing anything weird in my community, I won't ban them. And I feel like Roblox is kind of put in that exact same scenario where, okay, like they understand that there are freaks and weirdos playing their game, but so long as they're not bringing that freaky and weird stuff into their game, why would they have the right to ban that person? You know what I'm saying? I do see both arguments though. Like if you're on team like, oh, ban them anyway, I get it, but I think both sides make sense. Here we go. Topic number 3, Kraz Spain.
When you think of church, you think of acceptance and religion. This was the opposite for a game called Church on Roblox, home to one of the most toxic communities ever. On January 21, 2025,
Dude, that's so recent.
User by the name of Crass3Pain would join the game. He would make terrorist statements such as plan a mass on a religious festival. Additionally, he would send pictures of guns to another player through Discord. Crass3Pain and the guy who received the pictures of the guns would publicly talk about the guns in the game. This led a concerned player to report this to the FBI. The FBI would take this as a serious threat and track down the account Crass3Pain to a person called James Wesley Burke.
Guilty. Yeah, just one look at this guy. He doesn't even need to say anything on Roblox or forums or social media. One look at this guy, guilty. Lock him up.
In Texas, which he would be arrested and charged for multiple terrorist threats. The documents for this case are public. Just about anyone can see all the disgusting and terrifying threats that were made that day.
Man, some people just really need help, and I think that's one of those people. That's crazy. Thank goodness he got reported, though, because had he not, who knows what could have happened. Next up, though, we have Sarah's house. Oh, gosh. This seems like it's going to be something that actually does spill over into the real world. Luckily, the last one didn't. This one seems like it will, though. Is that a school?
Sarah's house is one of the more stranger cases in this video. It's a Roblox tycoon, but unlike any other game on Roblox, it has information of what seems to be a real-life person. It has this picture of a woman.
Yo, that's creepy. Is the game actually this creepy looking, or is this like a video effect?
Joining the Roblox game,
oh my god, bro. What if this is like a stalker of Sarah and he like made his own Roblox game about her house where you have to build her house and maybe learn some things about her without her consent? That would be so freaking weird. Like if someone made an Alex House Tycoon where they build my house and there's like pictures of me in there, I would report that. I actually think, like, I've never called the police or like reported anything ever. I'd probably report that though. That's so freaking weird. I personally would just feel like I'm being watched and stalked at all times.
Greeted by a board that says do not type Sarah. Typing the word Sarah leads you to this room filled with the word June 2nd and a person holding a shotgun.
No!
Going up to the person, you get that picture I was talking about.
Yo, nah, that's actually weird. That is actually so weird. That like gives me the chills and goosebumps thinking about that, bro. What? That really creeps me out. Clearly, this seems like a threat to whoever Sarah is, that on June 2nd, that will be her last day. That's what this seems like so far, bro. What?
Of the woman with these horrifying sounds.
Full Face isn't in the game anymore.
You do get kicked, but weirder is the note that was left with it. One day. If you decide to leave that room instead, you start to notice you're in a school. Leaving this school, you get to the actual tycoon of the game, the outside. When
Oh my god, bro, this is definitely some guy in Sarah's class. And that's their school, that's the classroom that they have class in. Yo, this is so freaking weird, man. This is the weirdest one by far. All the other ones like were pretty weird, but this is like on another level of like freaking me out. Ew, dude.
Tycoon outside, you get a house. A weird detail to notice from this is there's a person under the car.
Oh my god.
Going to
oh
the
my
shed
god.
behind the completed house and clicking on the corner, you get teleported to a place with pictures of the person in different locations. Along with the room, you get a key. This key could be used to open up a garbage bin behind the school I talked about before, leading to this weird message.
No way.
Now putting this address into Google Maps, you get what looks to be a road next to a landfill in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
Clearly, there's a bigger story here that sounds a little too true.
Wait, next to a landfill. I don't want to like dive too deep into it, but maybe that's like where he's gonna put her body after he murders her. I feel like it's so weird because this all could be one big meme. For example, like if I played this game, I would be like, ooh, you know, this is creepy or whatever. But I don't know if I would ever like actually think to myself, huh, something genuinely like eerie and wrong is going on here to where I should report it to the police. Assuming I don't know who Sarah is. Like if you know Sarah, like maybe you go to the same school and you play this game and you're like, okay, this is freaking weird, I'm reporting this. But I'm just saying like to a layman, to somebody who doesn't know who Sarah is or have any affiliation with the school or anything like that, I could totally see how you could play this game and just think like, ooh, like this is a creepy game, but like never really think too far into it. When reality is, it's right in your face. Like it's right in your face that something is messed up here. I feel like if I ever did play this game and then something happened to Sarah, I would feel so guilty. Like not being able to see clearly what was transpiring and for me to not be able to pick up on it. But at the same time, there's so many memes, there's so many like silly things out there that this could just be another one of those. Oh man, let's find out what happens.
From the clues, we could tell this is a documentation of someone's twisted plans to stalk and end the life of a fellow student, with real information shown to back it up. Now this game has been out since 2014. Obviously, there's many theories out there, and sadly to this day, it's unsolved. But even so, it's one of the most disturbing cases in this video.
Okay, well, it seems like nothing actually happened, which is good, but that is insane. Also, posting like the address, I'm thinking about it now. I feel like somewhere deep down in that guy's mind that he wanted to get found out. Like he wanted people to know what he's doing, or else he never would have made the game. He never would have made it so obvious what he was trying to do. I don't know, dude. I hope Sarah's okay, because that is really weird. Next up, we have Roblox cults.
There's actually a lot of Roblox cults, and I'm not talking about the ones that do it to become a scary Roblox myth on TikTok. I'm talking about the ones that have horrible intentions and are tied into real crime. Like the American Bacchus Party, aka a Nazi cult on Roblox. They're behind a lot of doxing, exploitation of children, and worst of all, threats of mass. With the worst one being a cult member posting a picture of a gun and saying they were gonna RDC back in 2023.
What?
They
that's
target
the same
children
year.
to spread.
Wait, that's the same year that the first guy that we saw today got arrested at RDC. They gotta just shut down RDC, man. I didn't realize that there was so much like malevolence towards it.
Their Nazism ideology, and there's actually a whole manifesto written by the cult leader about what the cult believes in. Funny enough, the cult leader was actually doxxed by its own members, since they dox anyone who they deem a enemy. They also have these weird creepy propaganda videos on YouTube.
It's one thing to like meme stuff like this, but like to actually believe in it and like be a part of it is so absurd. Maybe I think too highly of people in general, but I want to assume here that like most people who are a part of this like are joking, like it's a meme. They're not actually Nazis, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want to believe in my heart of hearts, but I have no idea if that's true or not. Like maybe all these people actually are crazy. Bro.
Yeah, it's a whole rabbit hole, but I recommend watching Root Media's deep dive video on this. 764, one of the biggest cults ever. Unlike the other one, this one is not exclusive to Roblox. Most of their crime and recruitment is actually done outside of Roblox, like in Discord. The thing is, they target children, blackmail them into themselves or doing crime for them, and of course they do this in Roblox. Eventually the FBI had to step in and caught the leader of the cult, but
guilty. You know, sometimes it's just so obvious. Is there really anything else to say? Like, you just gotta look at this guy, yeah, and just, you know, like, yeah, you know, you saw that coming from a mile away. You show me a picture of a guy like this and you say, Roblox cult leader, I would say absolutely. No doubt in my mind, guilty.
But that didn't stop 764 from continuing. Because recently in 2025, there's been a case of some of the members trying to bomb a Lady Gaga concert.
What?
The cult is still very active.
It's like an in real life cult. It's a cult in real life. Like I was thinking initially like a Roblox cult, like they just go from game to game and like troll or something, but they actually have like plans to do things in real life. That is absurd. Some people, man, I just don't understand them at all. Those are things that I laugh about. Like if someone tells me about that stuff, I laugh at it because I can't even fathom that being real. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone told me that there's a Roblox cult that wanted to bomb a Lady Gaga concert, I would just start laughing because I wouldn't even believe it. I'd be like, what are you talking about? But obviously there are actual people in a Roblox cult that actually wanted to bomb a Lady Gaga concert. That is so absurd. Oh my gosh.
True crime community, one of the most horrific communities, if not the worst community on Roblox. When we think of tragic events such as mass, nobody would think to recreate this on Roblox, right? What you're seeing is exactly that, a recreation of the one of the many games made by the true crime community. This community is known to glorify shooters, with them making full-on playable recreations of the actual tragedies. Roblox does take them down pretty fast, but like everything else, you can find re-uploaded links of the games on Discord.
See, I mean, at this point, like clearly, Roblox has a humanitarian issue. Is that the right word? I don't know, but you get what I'm saying. Like they have an issue amongst their player base where there's some bad eggs. I'm sure like 90% of players are actually good, upstanding citizens, right? But like when you get to this point where your game is so massive and it has such a big societal impact, at what point do you just take the reins on what games are and aren't allowed? At what point do you have a system where you're specifically the one that has to confirm or deny which game gets posted onto Roblox? Because I mean, I've never made a Roblox game. I don't know how difficult or easy it actually is to make one and post one, but based on what he just said, it seems incredibly easy. Yes, it might get taken down, but if Roblox is willing to take down games quickly after they're posted, then why would they not be willing to test the game out themselves prior to doing that? I mean, I guess at the same time though, I do get both sides because there's probably like thousands of games being posted every day to the point where it's almost impossible to play test all of them. And then if you go down that route, then it would take like days, weeks, months, maybe even a year for your one game to then get approved by Roblox to be posted, which would slow down a lot of innovation within the game and community itself. Man, I don't know. That's such a weird spot for Roblox to be in. And I don't think that there is any perfect answer. There's no way to really get this right. But God, it does create a very, very strange platform. And now that I play Roblox so often, I'm definitely going to be on the lookout more for like weird behavior out there and potentially take it more seriously than I do.
The most recent game I could find made by this community is on the Rob Elementary a full one-to-one recreation of the tragedy, with the map being as realistic as you could get and actual screens of children, teachers, and you could find playthroughs of just about any game they've ever made on YouTube. This community is just basically filled with a bunch of degenerates, and it's truly terrifying to see how people glorify and find these tragic events to be very entertaining. All I could really hope for is for this community to die down as time goes by.
I've said this in a previous video. In this specific case, I don't know how seriously I am about it, but I feel like if you're the person that makes this game, you should be like in the FBI's watch list, you know? I don't know if they have a watch list, but they should make one if they don't. And whoever makes weird sicko games like this on Roblox, like technically they didn't break the law, so I don't know if you can arrest them for anything. But if you're a guy making a game like this, or a girl, whatever, you should be on some sort of list where it's like, that guy is weird and a potential threat to society. Let's keep him on a very close watch. Or my potential, maybe frowned upon idea is to bring back insane asylums. If you're a person that's making real life event school shooting games on Roblox, maybe you should just go to a mental hospital, because clearly like you're not fit to be a part of society if that is what you're doing with your life.
Jared Poggy 123 Kaba. Let's just keep it Jared for short.
I'm just waiting for the next topic or any topic to pop up and just say Dirt Boy. The Dirt Boy incident. I would start cracking up. That would be hilarious.
It's one of those cases that's been archived pretty well. Jared would make a post on October 1, 2017, exactly at 10 a.m. This post would be a link to something. The original post looked like this. Of course, some of the original content been deleted for good reasons. The post was very monumental, not only because of its disturbing contents, but also because this would be one of the factors that led the forum to be removed off of Roblox. What exactly did he post? Well, he posted cheese pizza. If you know what that means, then yeah, it's pretty disturbing for someone to post such a link on the Roblox forums. You can still see the replies and reactions of people since it was pretty much archived with the post. Roblox did take it down pretty fast, but it was still pretty much exposed to anyone who was on the forums that day. And if you know anything about Roblox's audience, it's mostly children, so it's terrifying to think that children were exposed to this.
Yeah, that's awful. I don't even really want to talk about that. That is so crazy.
Thank you for watching Roblox's Darkest.
There we go. That is it. Roblox Darkest Media. It seems like there might be a couple other videos similar to this, so if you enjoyed, and you want me to do more reactions to similar videos, let me know which ones, and I'll get around to it. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and click right here for another awesome video.